Oh, nothing. I just got scammed at Walmart. Yeah, so let me tell you how I got scammed. Now, I can't tell you the nationality or race or anything of this lady. I just know she did not speak English. She said she needed help. She didn't even really say she needed help. She just said she didn't have no money and she wanted this. I told her I could get her a few things out of her cart. Now, I ended up buying everything out of her cart.
In today's day and age, when you hear the word scam, it usually involves someone getting scammed online, or they got one of those scam phone calls and they end up losing a lot of money. But scams are not just online. Sometimes they're right in front of you in the flesh, and that's why you fall for it, because you're not paying attention. Let's hear some stories from some people who got scammed in real life.
Do you guys want to hear about how I was scammed recently? And before you say anything, just know that I know it was my fault, okay? And I was dumb and stupid, and I have no street smarts, and I'm learning every day, okay? But in Atlanta, we have water boys, and they are boys on the side of the roads who sell water bottles, Gatorade bottles for like $1, $2 cash. And they range from like the ages of 12 to 17, I guess, from what I've seen. And so I'm on the side of the road. Usually I give them like $1, $2. I'm driving to work, and so I see them there, and I get my $2 cash out, and one of them knocks on my window. He goes, "Miss, are you donating today?" And I was like, "Yeah, here's $2. And he goes, No, Cash App." And I was like, "Cash App, really?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're all like getting money together to give it to our coach." And I was like, "Okay, well, why don't you just take the $2 cash and give it to your coach?" And he's like, "No, it's really hard for us to go out and see him." It didn't strike me as weird still. So I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just take the $2 and keep it for yourself?" Ooh. And he was like, "No, we really want new jerseys for the basketball team." So I was like, "Okay, fine. What's your coach's Cash App?" I have my phone like in my car. I'm holding it. It's plugged in. And he was like, "Oh, his Cash App is..." And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "His Cash App is..." I'm holding up traffic now because they're on like an exit ramp off the highway. The light is turning green. I'm holding up traffic. Now I'm like getting antsy. I gotta like figure this out quick. So I'm like, can you spell it for me, please? And he was like, "Oh, here, I'll just type it in." Ooh. So he grabs my phone, unplugs it from my car, takes it fully outside of the car. The second he had my phone outside of the car, 5 of them swarm my car, distracting me. And they're like, "Oh, miss, like, what's going on? Where are you going today? Blah, blah, blah." Like, saying, "How's your day?" Talking about the weather, shit like that. I still don't think anything is weird. He gives me back my phone. He goes, "Okay, thanks," walks away. He puts the phone right in front of my face. All of a sudden, bing, facial ID goes through. Money sent. And I was like, oh my God, he probably sent like $20, $50 to his coach. I'm still in the fucking scam, right? I'm still in that shit. I look, $600. $600 sent to @a bad bitch. That's not funny. That's not funny, guys. That's not funny. That's not fucking funny. A few of them are like, "Miss, what happened? What happened?" I'm like, "He just sent $600 to a random fucking girl." One of them starts laughing, and I'm like, "This shit's not fucking funny." And they're like, "Give us your phone. We'll fix it." And I'm like, "Don't touch my fucking phone." I'm going crazy now. I'm late for work. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take the L. This is my fault. I should have seen this coming. I'm going to take the fucking L. I get to work. By the time I get to work, I go on Cash App. I see that Cash App was like, we're going to refund you in 2 days. So all is well. No hard feelings. But if you're from the Atlanta area, you know what I'm talking about. Not all the water boys are deceptive and malicious, but there are a few bad seeds in the bunch. So if they ask for your Cash App or they ask for your phone, say no.
Yeah, we here in Virginia, we don't have water boys, but we do have kids standing at the corner at the light asking for money for their football team or their basketball team or all that. And I be wondering sometimes, is this really going to what y'all say it's going to? I be questioning it too, but I might help them out. If I have cash on me, I've never, only people I've donated to through Cash App is a church. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody else. And if I do that, I'm definitely not going to give them my phone and allow them to punch the information in. You don't give nobody your phone for nothing.
We just got scammed and we didn't realize it, but a woman pulled up on our street and she stopped right in front of our house because both of her back tires were blown out and we thought it just happened, and she came out and looked like it just happened. So Jason went outside, and apparently she said she only needed $20. That's all she needed.
Only needed $20 to get the tow truck to come their way, and they were going to get picked up right around the corner. So I was like, yeah, fuck it.
So he gives her the $20, and she's like, okay. She has a man in the car also, and she tells him to just ignore the man. And so then they drive away, and they go down our little side street that we can still see. And she gets out of the car again and acts like it's the first time she's seeing it. And then 2 neighbors come outside and they give her money. And then she goes across the street, which we can still see, and she stops again and she gets out again. And for 5 minutes, people are coming up to her giving her money. And then we are now driving to go to a gas station. And we just went a little bit further down our road, and she's in another spot, parked out again outside of her car, acting like it's the first time she's seen her tires blown out, getting more money. So we just got scammed, and I did not ever know that this was a scam. But here's a picture of the car. It's a fuck-ass Kia.
And it's really flat tires in the back too. Look, the best scams are the ones that nobody knows about. Like, if people think of original scams that you never seen before, you never heard of before, those are the ones that work the most. So, the lady was being innovative, okay? Because I've never heard of that. But also, we have to understand, if things don't sound right, it don't make sense, you got to question it. Like, why, when she said, I need $20 and the tow truck will come my way and it'll pick me up around the corner. Why around the corner? That would have been my thought. Why around the corner? Why can't you just pull your car over to the side right here and wait for the tow truck? Why around the corner? That don't make sense to me. I don't know if that would have prevented me from giving her the $20, but I would have at least questioned it in my mind, And I'm looking at her comment section, and she put up a comment that said, WTF, this happened 2 hours ago, but she just now drove by our house again. Tires are now just rims. It's loud AF when she drives by. She clearly never intended to get a tow truck. So she is willing to damage the wheels on her car. And how much is that going to cost to get fixed? So it must be a lucrative scam, because she's making enough money to profit after she pays for her damages. This world is crazy, but let's move on to the next one.
Oh, nothing. I just got scammed at Walmart. Yeah, so let me tell you how I got scammed. Now, I can't tell you the nationality or race or anything of this lady. I just know she did not speak English. She said she needed help. She didn't even really say she needed help. She just said she didn't have no money and she wanted this. I told her I could get her a few things out of her cart. Now, I ended up buying everything out of her cart. Y'all know I'm struggling my damn self. So for me to help somebody, yeah. Anyway, so it was time to leave out the store. At Walmart, when you have pop or water, you got to show your receipt, I guess. And this lady, the man was like, oh, here, show me the receipt. Now, granted, I pay with Walmart Pay on my phone. They don't print you out a receipt. So it took me some time. Okay, it looked like I got to do a part 2. But it took me some time to find a receipt. Let's leave off right there. This is part 2 of how I was just scammed at Walmart. So I was telling you I did Walmart Pay. So with Walmart Pay, you just scan the QR code on your phone, you go. So the problem was, when you have water, pop, or anything that's not in a bag, you have to show your receipt. So she had that. It was taking some time because I've never had to show a receipt on my Walmart app. I've never done that before. So it took me some time to find it, and this lady walked up to me and was like, "Are you with her?" I was like, "Yeah." And by the time of me saying, "Oh, here's my receipt, sir," I kind of cut the lady off. Not cut her off, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm with her. I'm showing our receipt so we can go." I showed him that I purchased the water and the pops. This lady flew out the door, didn't say thank you or nothing. The lady started talking back to me and was like, "Ma'am, she does this all." Okay, so I noticed I've been saying the lady. When I say the lady, I mean one of the sales clerks, one of the people that checks your receipt when you go outside. She wasn't right there when I was leaving out first. It was a gentleman helping me. Okay, so by this time, the lady that I done helped flew out the door. She gone. Her English got better when it was time to say, "Can I leave?" Yeah, she didn't even fucking say thank you. But anyway, the lady was like, "Yeah, she does that all the time. A man just got her $400 worth of groceries not too long ago today. And you asking me for some shit? You just got $400 worth of groceries and you asking me? Baby, I'm struggling my damn self to survive." So I'm pissed. The lady was like, "No, look at it as a blessing. You know, you did it out the kindness of your heart." Yeah, cool. But don't play with me like that. The economy is shit right now to be doing that to people. The sales clerk was like, "Yeah, her and her husband does this all the time. Sometimes they're with another woman. She'll sit outside and act like she's breastfeeding." And then she was like, "She had the stuff in the shopping cart already, didn't she?" I was like, "She sure did." So that's how they getting, folks. You know, I'm not.
So if Walmart knows that this is what this lady is doing, why nobody trespassed her yet? Like, why are you allowing people to come in and do this to your paying customers? I don't get it. Somebody at that store, security, like, somebody needs to be told about this. If they don't know, and they need to trespass this person, this lady, and her husband. If he's up there doing it too, what is we doing? Like, come on.
I'm not gonna call my bank. I'm not gonna report it as fraud. I'm gonna just take it as a G, chuck my chin up and keep it going. But it's so messed up that it's people like me that's not okay financially in this world right now that's getting finessed. And I'm not even scheming and scamming out here in this world, but I could. I should.
No.
I don't know. Maybe she needed it more than me. But you just got $400 worth of groceries not too long ago. And you asking me, and I end up paying for your whole cart still. I am very transparent about what I go through and what I deal with financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of that. So it's just like, help, Lord, I'm under attack. So for me to get scammed, maybe it's a blessing. Like, I wish Mr. Beast would have popped up like, "Oh, congratulations, you just paid. You just paid for this lady's stuff. Here go $10,000. Well, hell, Jimmy Darks, you just paid for this lady's groceries. Here go $20,000. I just got kicked in the ass in the yin yang and sent on home in my little old Uber." So y'all make sure y'all be careful and watch these people in these stores act like they don't speak English, and they do this to about 4 or 5 people throughout the day. All right, I gotta.
Look, if that was me, I'm petty. Yes, that money is gone. I'm never gonna get it back. But I will go up to this Walmart. Y'all say she up here all the time? Okay. One or two things can happen right now. Either I go to the Walmart every now and then to see if I see them, or I give my number to an employee and say, "Hey, if you ever see them come back, text me something," because I want to be up there and just walk beside them. Every person they ask to buy them their groceries, nope, she can talk English. She lying. She did that to me the other day. She lying. She don't need no help. What's she gonna do? Okay, Walmart might get mad and throw both of us out. Hopefully. If not, if they just throw me out, okay, Walmart, we got some problems for real now. But if they throw both of us out, my work here is done.
I spent my last day with me catching a bus.
So this one is not really an in-person scam. It started online, but I guess it ended up kind of in person in a way. So I wanted to add this one too, but she's getting ready, following her day, because she's about to buy a car later. But wait till you see how it ends.
So basically, I decided I'm going to buy a car. I saved up for it and got enough for it, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know why I didn't think about doing a video earlier, like when I was getting ready and stuff like that, but it didn't come to mind, so we're starting from here. I already caught one bus. This is the second bus, and it's definitely late because I'm supposed to have been on the bus, but whatever. Not gonna lie, since I'm 24, I was kind of embarrassed that I don't know how to drive, and I don't got a license, and I don't got a car. But, you know, people on TikTok make me feel like it's okay, because at the end of the day, when we're ready, and today I'm ready, period. The bus about to pull up. It's 15 minutes late. I will not miss this. I promise you I won't. I literally wake up at like 7:30 a.m. to get to school at 11:30 a.m. Look at how early I have to be woke because I have to catch 4 freaking buses. Talk about dedication. That was bus number 2. I'm waiting on bus number 3. Alright, y'all, just got off my 3rd bus, and yeah, I'm one step closer to buying my car, which I'm very happy about. Alright, y'all, finally made it to my campus, CSUDH, period. I'm definitely not gonna miss riding the bus. I'm not kidding. I cannot wait to get out of school to go buy me a car, period. But yeah, that was my little journey to school. Alright, y'all, I just left my class a little early. Time for me to go get my car. Alright, y'all, here go me and my dad headed to the, place where we supposed to meet to look at the car. I found this person off of OfferUp. They told me to send $100 like right before I pulled up to the meetup spot, and it just made sense what they said, so I sent it like a dumbass. They texted and said here, so I got out the car, stood in front of TJ Maxx, and I was like, okay, I'm here. Just looking stupid. Anyway, this is how I went home, very sad, crying. They stopped.
So it says, Map said I'll be there at 1:21. Okay, that's fine. Sounds good. It's like 15 minutes away from me. Do tell me. So tell me when you're close. Also, you do know you have to send the $100 meeting deposit first, right? What is a meeting deposit? The meeting deposit goes towards the car total, ? They say yes.
Responding, and yeah, I was just standing there for like 20 minutes.
And she says, in the description, it says, you asked guy that because you met at nighttime. Since it's daytime, how come you still need it? Because respectfully, I don't know you. Yes, it's daytime, but in LA, that don't matter to most. It says true. All right, I sent.
In front of TJ Maxx, looking like a dumbass. But these are the messages. Yeah, I can pause.
And I guess she got ghosted. It says, okay. And it says, what car? Why are you asking what car and you're not even going to show up? Why do you even need that information? She says, I'll get out and stand by TJ Maxx. She says, here, ? I don't see you. Hello. So from when she would say here was 1:27, and the last hello was 1:35. So that's 8 minutes. But
I was to read the messages, and if y'all want, this was the car I was supposed to be getting. It was a 2012 Hyundai Sonata or whatever the hell. I thought it was a nice car, so I was gonna get it. But guess what? Nope. This is the person who was supposed to sell me the car. If y'all know her, let me know. I'm gonna beat the fuck out that I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I apologize. I'm very upset, but it probably wasn't even her. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. And if it was, I said what I said. Bye.
I am actually looking to buy another car right now. And one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to buy a car from a private seller. It's going to be a dealership. A dealership because I feel more safer that way. For one, because warranties and, somebody to complain to and go back and get mad at. The person who you sell a car is not going to disappear unless they pack up their whole dealership and leave. But it just, provides me a little more comfort, and this, I don't know how they got her with the $100 meeting fee. You're 15 minutes away. Why does it cost you $100? Why do I have to pay $100 for you to come meet me? It makes no sense. Like I said, when things don't make sense, it's usually because it's something wrong. And we have to recognize that. And you can't take strangers' word for it over your gut feeling. You can't. But we gotta pay attention out here, because scams are everywhere, and we gotta be on the lookout, online and in person. But thank y'all for watching this video. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.